One of the models predicting potential fatalities has been revised downward by more than 20,000 Americans. This field hospital in Seattle is being taken down and sent to another location where it is more needed. This comes after Washington was able to successfully flatten the curve. Good for Washington State. That's amazing. Meantime, new numbers just released show another 6.6 million Americans filed for unemployment last week. So it went 3.3, then 6.6, now another 6.6. With everything going on so much about our daily lives, he said on CBS this morning, you take a look.
What I really meant is that we really now need to be aware of, because it has hit us smack in the face, that respiratory infections, particularly brand new, ominous respiratory infections like we're going through right now, are clearly spread very much not only by droplets, but by people touching their face, shaking hands, and that's the reason why we talk about washing hands so often.
So it's not just handshaking. What do you think that might change for good after all of this is over? I want to talk to Alan Lindsay. Is it movie theaters? Is it my husband dreams about going to record stores, but he can't touch the records. What do you guys think will never happen again or will be changed forever? Lindsay?
Well, I think that I read an article that made me sad. Even though I don't love the movies, I still saw that AMC is really struggling during this time, and they might not come back. So noting that, maybe the space will change in movie theaters. Maybe they'll have more space on planes. Hopefully, we won't be smushed. You saw over the years planes hands during meetings. I don't know. It's just like, it feels like it's going to be extreme, but hopefully we get back to normal and everybody just has much better hygiene.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about hygiene. Al, is there going to be a difference in personal space? I don't have a concept of personal space, as you know. Do I need that now?
Well, you know, it's interesting we're talking about this today, Tori. Obviously, most of my friends are stand-up comics, and yesterday I talked to a couple of them, and this is something that we've been talking about. A lot of us stand after our show and shake hands with most of the people that were at the show. A lot of us sell merchandise, take pictures, and I do wonder what that landscape will look like in terms of, will you put your arm around somebody and point to them and say, hey, you had a good time at the show, shake hands, exchange, credit cards in terms of selling merchandise. So that is one thing that I think will change. One thing that I hope goes away, and one thing I hope that we can move on from, is I hope this will be the end of the argument with minimum wage, Tori. And what I mean with this is, we always looked at minimum wage people as like, hey, if you could get a better job, you would. That's why you're getting paid the minimum. No one cares. Well, who's out there now? Mm-hmm. Who's out there now? It's the people that don't make as much money that are out there working at Target, that are still on the front lines, still manning our gas stations, keeping this world going. Because if our grocery stores and our gas stations stop working, this would be a much different conversation we're having. So I hope that we'll see an end to the minimum wage argument and realize how important these workers are.